Okay, so let's talk about AI. If you're just using a tool like Copy.ai to, spit out some text here and there, you might be missing out on like 90% of its actual power. In this explainer, we're going to unpack the expert guidance from Dr. Vernette Grant on how to totally transform your AI usage from a simple tool into a real strategic powerhouse.
And Dr. Grant really nails it with this quote. It's a trap so many of us fall into, right? We start out asking for simple stuff, like a blog post idea or a social media caption. And yeah, that's helpful, but it's kind of like using a supercomputer to do basic math. You're just scratching the surface and missing its true strategic value.
So what is that real power we're talking about? What if you could unlock some serious, game-changing leverage, especially if you're in a field like consulting or research or healthcare, places where consistency and getting it right are absolutely everything? That's the potential we're about to dive into. To get there, Dr. Grant says it all starts with a fundamental shift in your mindset. You have to stop thinking of yourself as just a user who writes prompts and start seeing yourself as a system architect, someone who designs intelligent, automated processes that work for you around the clock. And this is the core idea right here, the structured automation layer. Now, I know that sounds a bit technical, but stick with me. All it means is you stop seeing AI as a magic box that spits out random text. Instead, you see it as a programmable engine for your entire content system. It becomes predictable, scalable, and perfectly tuned to your brand.
Okay, so how do you actually build this automation engine? Well, it's not about jumping in and writing a bunch of complex prompts. The very first step, and honestly the most crucial one, is to build a solid foundation. Getting this part right sets the whole thing up for success.
And that foundation has three key pillars. First, you configure your brand voice. You want every single thing that comes out to sound like you, right? Then you get organized. You create a logical folder structure, not just to be neat, but for clarity. And finally, and this is so important, you give the AI core context. You upload things like your ideal customer profile so it always knows exactly who it's talking to.
So, once we have that foundation firmly in place, now we can build the engine of the system. And that engine is all about repeatable workflows. This is where the magic really happens, and it takes us way beyond those one-off, isolated prompts into true automation.
Just think of workflows as your own personal content assembly line. Instead of writing one prompt, you're creating these repeatable, multi-step processes that chain together different AI actions. They do all the heavy lifting for you, consistently and at scale.
Now, here's the real genius move. You align these workflows directly with your core business pipelines. Imagine automating your entire lead nurture sequence, or instantly generating follow-ups after a webinar, or getting solid first drafts of client proposals done in minutes. You're plugging AI right into your business for a massive boost in efficiency.
And this right here, this is the strategic payoff. This is where that shift from just doing tactical one-off prompts to building strategic automated pipelines really pays off big time. You're not just changing how you create content, you're changing how you scale your entire operation.
The transformation is just stark. You move from the old way, which is slow, it's manual, and the results are all over the place, to a new way that's automated, scalable, and delivers high-quality, on-brand content every single time. It doesn't even matter who on your team is running it.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, if you're a consultant or a researcher, this approach tackles some of the biggest time sucks of your day. It unlocks these high-value applications that can dramatically improve how fast you work and the quality of what you produce.
Just imagine it, rapidly drafting those complex proposals, automatically summarizing dense research findings, tailoring your message for different stakeholders, all without that pain of staring at a blank page. And when you pair the AI's output with your firm's own unique frameworks, your work stays valuable and one of a kind.
And hey, for the marketing and go-to-market teams out there, the benefits are just as game-changing. This is about taking your whole content strategy, putting it on autopilot, and scaling your efforts like you wouldn't believe.
With this kind of system, you can automate entire lead nurture sequences from beginning to end. You could take one big piece of content, like an article, and instantly transform it into dozens of social posts, newsletter blurbs, and email intros. Your core message just gets amplified everywhere, and it's always consistent.
So, when it comes down to it, this is about so much more than just writing better prompts. The ultimate goal here is to build a reliable, scalable system for all your communications, an asset that actually works for you.
And Dr. Grant really drives this point home. The objective, she says, is to create these high-quality, reusable patterns. When your whole team is working from a shared, intelligent system, you're not relying on just one person's prompting skills anymore. You're elevating the quality and consistency of everyone's output.
And that mindset shift is everything. It elevates your team from being just simple users of an AI tool to becoming the architects of intelligent, automated systems that drive real, measurable results for your business.
So, we'll leave you with a challenge inspired by Dr. Vernette Grant's work. What is one repetitive task in your workflow that you could start automating this week using this systems-based approach? And hey, if you want more powerful insights like this, you should absolutely subscribe for more for teaching on AI. Now, go build your first workflow.